A limitation on people would be in the mattress business, for example,
discussion, but we set up these objectives to
our own employees in various positions.
The move towards separatism in this country, which is, has been practiced certainly by the white community for many years and now maybe adopted by a large segment of the black community, is a very dangerous kind of thing. It appears that from talking to people, especially black people throughout the country, they feel that this is the only alternative, that any attempt to have in fact some kind of real area of cooperation between races is virtually impossible. I would hate to think that this is the state of affairs that we've gotten to, but if this organization can actually do something, and the members of it dedicate themselves to displacing this kind of thinking, I think that we make a real contribution.
I think it gives us all a handle to hang our hat on, and it's a shame we have to have an excuse, but I think it's something that it will really help in the whole problem of, well, certainly ultimately in the open housing, and meanwhile in communication.
My real interest is the fact that we reaffirm, secondly, our attitude toward an integrated society, a society of black and white together, but secondly, a forum whereby we can have some discussion and hopefully some edification about the great problems that confront us on all sides. And for that reason, I think that it makes sense. I think that the social aspect of it will grow. And I think that we can agree to disagree and disagree respectfully, and at the same time learn an awful lot about the problems and about each other.
There's a lot we can learn about our community that as leaders in our community we need to know so that we can be a force for action.
Having Negroes to move into white neighborhoods is something I think we look forward to. I think we ought to also try to think of how we could encourage white people who are much freer to move in the Negro neighborhood. I think that businessmen ought to think about locating in the ghetto. It's a two-way street, it isn't a one-way one. So frequently we think of integration as meaning that the facility that's run by Negroes ought to be closed up and Negroes ought to go to the facility operated by white people. I think that we need to think of those facilities which have been run by Negroes with quality, and where the facilities are good, they ought to have white people to come into those.